Lights out, guys. No talking, screaming, or pillow fights, okay? Thank you. All right, Blake. Let's get back to work and on with your life. Maybe if you figure out how this romance ends, it'll give you a clue as to how your own... Oh, gosh, I hope Ross doesn't kill me when he finds out about the boys. I had to be with them. I had to be with them. I miss them too much, and it's just for a little... He'll be okay. He'll understand. He won't stay mad at me for too long.
She took the kids. What? Calm down. What?
This is as calm as I've been for the last hour.
Are we talking about Blake?
Yes, who else?
Oh, how unusual. And she took the boys?
I don't know. I came home to this. Listen to this, Ross. I really need some time alone with the boys. I'll be in touch in a couple of days. I hope you understand. She hopes I understand. I'm telling you, she's driving me out of my mind.
That makes two of us.
As the war raged on, Armand desperately wanted to get back to Clarissa. Wait a minute. Why is it always Clarissa? You know? He's got a wife. She deserves happiness, too. As the war raged on, Armand thought he wanted to get back to Clarissa, but his steps led him to the woman he truly loved, the woman he truly wanted, the woman who was carrying his baby. His steps led him back to his wife, Christina. Oh, yes, I like that much better. Armand, darling. Oh, you're just in time to hang the mistletoe. I was worried about you. What is it, my sweet? What's wrong?
You're wrong. The words are wrong. This whole scene is wrong.
That's not what you're supposed to say.
You're right. What I'm supposed to say is, I'm sorry, Christina, but I am desperately in love with Clarissa. I mean, you can't make this stuff up as you go along.
Of course I can. I'm the author.
Then you're tone deaf. Listen to your characters. For 10 chapters, I have been desperately in love with Clarissa. So nobody will ever believe that I go back to my frumpy old wife.
Frumpy? Excuse me, I am so not frumpy. I'm pregnant.
Don't take your personal problems out on me. I am simply a character in your novel. I'm very sorry that you feel frumpy.
I happen to feel very vibrant and sexy, thank you very much.
Very well. My vibrant, sexy, semi-frumpy wife is hiding in the corner, afraid to say that she has his child.
Afraid. Noble is the word that comes to mind if you would stop spouting and think for a minute.
I'm willing to overlook that spouting comment because I know that you are absolutely crazed ever since you found out that nothing was going on between Ross and Holly until you pushed them into each other's arms.
If you don't mind, you have a scene to play, so you just start talking.
No, what's my motive? I don't believe in these words.
Well, like you told me, my thoughts are your words, and what I'm thinking is that you are desperately in love with Christina, and you are heartsick that you stayed away from her for so long, and you can't wait to share with her the joy of having your baby.
Tone deaf. That's what you want, not Armand.
Same thing, dear.
But it's not. And until you admit that, everything you write is a lie. And that's why you cannot finish the story.
What are you suggesting? That I tell Ross how I feel?
Yes, tell him. Tell him everything. But you are deathly afraid that even if you do tell him the truth, that you want him back, that you're carrying his child, you are deathly afraid that he won't want you. Blake has crossed the line this time, taking the boys without leaving a phone number even.
But you should know her by now. This is typical, Blake.
Typical? Yes, and I'm sick of it.
Ross, the thing is that the boys are safe, and that is what is really important. Or is it?
Yes, she wouldn't let anything happen to the boys. So once again, we're at the mercy of Blake. We can't do anything until she gives us a call. It does give us a few moments to plan out Philadelphia, though. Oh, excuse me, Joe. Do you know where Blake is?
I haven't seen her.
Well, she told me the two of you were getting back together, and I need to see her tonight.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's Ross, right?
Yes, Ross.
Well, I haven't seen her in days, so... Anyway, it's great to see you again, buddy. I think
I'm so sorry I'm late.
Well, Joe, life is complicated, isn't it? My ex-wife is 8 months pregnant with your child, and you're out on a date?
Joe?
This is a mistake.
Yes, you're damn right it's a mistake.
You're having a baby with another woman?
Yes, and this woman would like him to do the right thing.
Look, please, this is not my problem.
What do you mean it's not, Joe? Whose problem is it, Joe? You're not going to take responsibility for your own child?
It is not my baby! Okay? It's not my baby. Look, talk to Blake, okay? Just talk to her.
It's over, Ross.
I don't think it is.
It's between Blake and Joe, not you.
Can you believe that Blake is depending on that deadbeat?
Maybe she's not. She came home. Maybe he never agreed to take care of the baby.
It's not a matter of agreeing, all right? He said the baby is not his.
I've had it with you. Your character in my novel. You can't analyze me. You're starting to sound just like Ross.
Yes, but I'm younger, richer, and far better looking. It's the truth. I'm a paradigm. I'm purity. I speak the truth, unlike people in the real world.
You speak my words. I mean, you are a product of my imagination, my innermost desires.
Your innermost desire is to have Ross, and you have been going stark raving mad ever since you discovered that nothing was going on between Ross and Holly until after you bowed out. You want to tell him the truth, and you want to have Ross.
It doesn't matter when Ross and Holly got together. The outcome is still the same. If I go back to Ross, it will destroy him and my mother, and I'm not going to do that.
Still, you're going to have his baby.
He doesn't know that, and he never will.
He will if I tell him.
Please, I will so not let you tell him that.
Your subconscious is my home. Truth be told, I control you.
We'll see about that. You just get back into character.
Whatever you say, Christina Blake.
Stop smiling. Armand's eyes take in Christina. And moved by the sight of the life growing within her, moved. Asks the question that had been torturing his heart.
Darling, is it mine?
No, my sweet. It is not. It nearly killed her. But it was the right thing to do. No, a far better thing than she'd ever done before. Then why does it feel so lousy? Not as much as a twinge. I'm sure I panicked calling you too soon. Yeah. Is it normal? I mean, in the third trimester because with the twins, Okay, I promise. You know, I have one last chapter, and then I'm finished, and then I'm coming home with the boys, all right? And I promise I will call you if I feel anything out of the ordinary. Okay, thanks. All right, bye. All right, Armand. Where did we leave off with you? Let's see. Okay, if you go back to Clarissa, then everybody's happy. At least that's what the readers want. Unless you find out about Christina's baby. So what would happen if you had this uncontrollable urge and you just this pull that drew you to Christina's door? Yeah, right, Blake. That's about as likely as Ross showing up at your doorstep right now. All right, suck it up. Suck it up, Blake. You know how this story ends. Of course. I come back from San Cruz
Constable. There are 10 frantic messages on my machine. I try to call up here. Nobody answers. I drove like a maniac, Blake.
I'm sorry.
Is everything okay with you? What's going on with you?
I was just about to finish my book when you showed up. Now I know how it ends.
Good evening. Reservation for 2 for Marlar.
Yes, the other party still hasn't arrived yet.
All right, thank you. Josh. Hi. Hi, excuse me. I won't keep him from business for more than a minute. Just wanted to let you know that on Christmas, anytime after 3 o'clock is good.
What?
You can come over anytime after 3 o'clock. Reva didn't tell you that Holly and I are throwing a party?
Yes. Yes, she did, actually. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, good. You're working for it. I hope you and Reva can make it.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Okay. I guess it's hard to tell people.
Yeah, it is, especially around the holidays. I should have said something to Ross. I just didn't feel like explaining. You know what? Why don't we go somewhere else where there's a little more privacy?
Yeah,
Is that
you
okay
read my
with you?
mind.
Good. Okay, thank you very much.
Ross, hi. Thanks for meeting me. Yes. How's Michelle? Desperate. We both are. Now, before you say anything, just let me say what I have to say, please. We did hire a lawyer. He's very good. But Michelle is not happy with him. She wants you, Ross. You're the only lawyer that she trusts. And the way things look right now, Ross, you could be our only hope.
Danny, I am the victim's brother. That is a monumental conflict of interest.
Not if she waives her right to an appeal,
No,
Ross.
no, she should not do that. She should not waive her right to appeal.
You knew about this, didn't you? You knew that, and you just still didn't offer.
No, I didn't offer.
Why not?
I am the victim's brother.
Don't you think that would just help with the jury?
It could hurt, too. Now listen to me, it is common knowledge that there was very bad blood between me and my brother. Now some people could see a plot in there to keep the real killer from going to jail.
That's all right. We'll take that risk, Ross.
I won't. No. Don't you think I want to help Michelle more than I'm doing? I have known that girl all her life. Ed Bauer is my best friend. I'd do anything to help her.
Those are all reasons that you should take the case.
Well, there's a big one why I shouldn't. If I mess it up, if something happens, Michelle is going to have to accept the conviction. There will be no appeal ever because she will have waived that right.
I understand that. So does Michelle. But Michelle trusts you, and that means that I trust you. And we trust that you would not make any mistakes.
Well, it is a moot point because I've accepted a civil case in Philadelphia. It starts at the beginning of the year.
What, you're going to take off for a couple months to argue some case about real estate?
Something like that, yes, Danny.
Please, don't close the door on me. This is my wife. This is the woman that I care about. This is the woman who changed my life, and I can't live without. Don't you have any idea what that's like?
So Ross insisted that I move home with him. That's great! And Holly and the twins. Lasted about 10 minutes. Well, actually, no, a couple of days.
Wait, so you left? Why?
Oh, Harley, it got so intense. I mean, we started to get close again.
Oh, you got close. Yeah, I can see why you'd run away from
Harley, I thought about this. I thought about telling him the truth. I thought about telling him about the baby.
Which you should have done, which was the right thing to do in the first place.
Well, I thought about giving my novel a happy ending, too. You know, have Armand go back to his pregnant wife, Christina. But it turns out that his pregnant wife, Christina, is the one that pushed Armand and Clarissa together in the first place.
Please shut up about the book. Why don't you tell me about Ross? Why did you leave?
Harley, you were right. They were not in love. When I followed them to Chicago, what I thought I saw when I was spying on them in Springfield, they were not in love. They were just good friends.
I knew it. They were just good friends. I were.
You see, after spending all this time together, taking care of the boys, being pushed together thanks to yours truly, why, they did fall in love.
Are you kidding me?
When Ross told me how he felt about Holly, I couldn't take it, and I grabbed the kids and I ran up here.
Does Ross know that you're here?
No! That was the point.
Okay. Woo! Okay, I can't do this anymore. What?
I've tried everything, Ross. I have detectives scouring this town looking for anyone who saw Michelle either at the cemetery or at the ice cream store the night of the murder. I tried going after this witness. Yeah, I heard about that. What were you thinking? She's lying. The fact that she took off proves that she's lying. Not to the police, it doesn't. I'm desperate. I tried to get Michelle to divorce me so that because I don't want her to walk into that trial as Santos. That won't work. I don't know, that's what my lawyer said. And then he thought that maybe we could offer myself up as a suspect. Michelle and I both had a motive. We both had access to the
Present you as reasonable doubt?
Yeah.
Grant suggested this?
Yeah. It's dumb. It's a very bad idea. Well, his only other idea was to make Michelle do a plea bargain. She'd spend 10 years in jail at least. That's why she needs you, Ross. You can imagine Michelle in jail. She would die. I'm not going to let that happen to her.
All right, Danny. You are not thinking. It's all emotion, and you don't need that right now.
I'm wasting my time, aren't I? You obviously don't understand.
Yes, I do understand. Probably better than you do.
I can't talk to Ross.
Fine, I will.
No, Harley, don't.
You know what? Why don't you ask me what I've been doing for the past week, Blake?
You were in San Cristobal.
Exactly. And there was a plane crash, and Philip and Jim and Beth were missing for days.
Oh, my God.
For days. You know what I did? I sat around listening to radio reports of rescuers telling me whether they were going to bring my husband down off a mountain. Harley, yes, it was terrible.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's not the point of this. The point is, stop sitting up here mucking around with Clarissa and Armand, these fictional characters who don't mean anything. Your real love of your life, your living, breathing love of your life is down there at home, and he's about to become a father again any second, and you should be together, and you should stop wasting time. It's not that simple. Yes, it is. It is that simple. You said that Holly and Ross just got together. Well, stop it before it goes any further.
I would still be stopping it. Did you get that? I would still be stopping it. It doesn't matter when it started. I would be stopping it. I would be ruining my mother's life. I would be doing exactly what I usually do, my same selfish thing. You know, I'm the one that ruined my marriage in the first place. So, for once, I am going to be bigger than what is happening to me. All right?
All right. So what, back to plan A?
Yes. I'm going to have this baby alone. And Ross and Holly are going to go off into the sunset. I can't believe how much this stinks. No, it doesn't stink. It really doesn't. You know why it doesn't stink? Because my mother's happy. For the first time in years, she's happy. Ross is happy. Good things are happening to them, and I did that. That's a good thing.
I don't think I'm buying you as noble.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll get better at it. At least I got a good book out of it.
No. You got a great book out of it.
I almost messed it up, Harley. I really did. I thought for a minute that there was something there for me and Ross still, and but I got out just in time.
You know, you can't keep hiding up here, Blake, especially not with the kids.
Harley, I had to get out of town, otherwise I would have... I'll tell you what. I'm almost finished with my book. One more chapter. As soon as I'm finished, I'm going home with the boys. I'll be there by Christmas.
Good. That's good. But in the meantime, why don't you just call Ross and tell him this?
I can't talk to Ross. It would be trouble if I talked to Ross. Thank you, Harley, for coming over like this. I really appreciate it. Are you sure everybody's okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Philip's okay. They're all okay. It's just you that I'm worried about.
I'm fine. I got my big guy here. I got both of them.
Well, good. Hey, do you think that you're going to be home in time to see Santa Claus come to your house?
Yes. He's going to be in his bed in time for Santa to come crawling down that chimney. I promise. I'm just going to finish
the book. And you'll be home in time for Christmas, okay? Okay. Great. Good, I'm glad. Good luck with all your writing.
Thank you.
And you know, I'm just a phone call away.
I'm fine. Plenty of food.
And speaking of phone calls, maybe you should just call Ross so that he's not worried about his voice. Can't. Yes, you can, because you know what? It's really late at night. You probably won't even get him. He's probably asleep. You'll get his voicemail.
No, I would get him.
No, I don't think that you would, and even if you did, it wouldn't be a big deal because it's so late. You'd have a 1-minute conversation. You tell him that the boys are fine and they'll be home for Christmas.
No,
that's it.
That wouldn't be it.
It would be it, and I think that you can handle it. Hey, let me ask you a question. How would you feel if someone took your 2 boys and you didn't know where they were?
Out of my mind.
Of course you'd be out of your mind. That's probably how Ross feels. So why don't you put his mind at ease? And that's it.
I'll think about it, okay?
Good. I'll take that as a yes.
Thanks, Harley.
Uh-huh. You know, Blake, it's always like pulling teeth with you.
I know.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
I know what it's like to love someone beyond all reason. And I know what those feelings can do. It could hurt you and the person that you say you love.
I do love Michelle.
Good. I'm glad you do. But you're not going to do her any good in jail, are you?
Ross, I don't care what happens to me.
Please don't say that.
I don't have a life without
Danny, yes, you do. Believe it or not, you do. You will not die if you are not with Michelle. You will still be here. But specifically, where are you? That's what matters.
I'm sorry I wasted my time.
Anyway,
If I can't find a way to represent Michelle, I want you both to understand the enormous risk.
Of course we do.
We do. All right, then, if you're willing, I'll do it.
Thank you. Ross, you're saving my marriage.
Saved anything, Danny, all right? And I cannot promise you how this is going to work out.
I know, I understand. But Michelle's chances are a lot better now.
I'll be in touch.
Okay. Thank you. Ross Marler.
Ross, it's me.
Blake, where the hell are you?